Good evening, Tallahassee. I'm student meteorologist Priscilla Vijalta, and welcome to your Thursday edition of FSU Weather. Right now, we've got our live look over Doak Campbell Stadium. It's pretty cloudy. You know, it got cloudier through the day, but you know, we've got some pretty good temperatures right now. 71 degrees. It's cooling off, and there's a slight breeze in the air at 8 miles per hour. Across the region, we're seeing, again, those low 70s, a little bit warmer over in Bainbridge at 77. But, you know, as we go through the week, we're going to see those temperatures dip a little bit. Our current local radar, we've got a little bit of scattered showers, not really experiencing any rain here in Tallahassee right now, but we're going to take a look at more rain throughout the show tonight. So for our headlines, we've got another Friday flooded out. Be careful, it's going to rain this weekend, snow in the Midwest and in the Southeast. It feels like spring in the Northeast as well. All that and more on FSU Weather.
Welcome back. Yeah, thank you, Priscilla. That was an amazing look at our overview. Priscilla will also come back at you again at the show because it is just us three ladies for the night.
It's a girls' show.
It is a girls' show.
I would say girls' night out on a Thursday.
On a Thursday. It should be a Tuesday because these are your FSU Weather Tuesday team leaders.
Yes, they are.
Which is why we have so much fun together. But we have an amazing show planned for you today.
Do.
What's a couple things we're going to talk about, Ariana?
Can you believe there's possibly snow in Georgia? Like Atlanta?
The Carolinas, even?
Oh my gosh. It's a little bit too close to home when I'm seeing the snow that close in the Southeast.
Just slightly, and we have a little bit, you know, of a weather term to introduce that's bringing that, the upper level low.
Yes.
And we also have quite a bit of what, Ariana? Quite a bit of rain coming our way.
Yes, that is correct. These next 2 days here in Tallahassee are going to be soggy ones, so grab your umbrella, grab your rain boots. I have the tendency to walk around campus in my tennis shoes, even though I own a pair of rain boots.
Yeah, Hunter boots. I know the people up north, Evan, our producer, probably owns a pair. I'm sure they love to whip them out at any chance they can.
Yeah.
The rain jacket, get it all out. Hopefully, you don't have any class this weekend.
I don't think you do on a Saturday.
No. If you do plan to go to Dirac or Strozier, carry an umbrella, please, and maybe bring your plans indoors. Right. What are some things we could do indoors to, you know?
I was gonna say you could go bowling at the FSU Student Union.
Bowling.
Yeah,
Bowling is
that's
a good one.
I was gonna say playing chess, but I don't play chess.
I don't play chess, but chess.
I don't know.
Checkers.
Yes, that's a good one. Some board games.
Yeah. Knit, maybe crochet.
Ooh, that's more my mom's specialty, not mine.
Mother Whittick, we love her. But, you know, we'll float it right on back to the wall with our wonderful Priscilla Vijalta for, what? The local.
Yes, right now on our local cameras, this is our local camera, again, over Doak Campbell Stadium. Very cloudy, but, you know, those clouds are just going to increase over this weekend. Again, 71 degrees, winds from the south at 8 miles per hour. Taking a view at our temperature almanac, you know, it's pretty warm today. Our high was 79 degrees, and our low is a lot higher. You know, we've got those spring-like temperatures rapidly approaching, not only here in the south, but in the northeast as well, which we'll take a look at a little bit later. But again, nothing close to our record low of 15 degrees and back all the way in 1895. So over the region again, we've got lower 70 temperatures, a little bit cooler down in Apalachicola, 68 degrees. You know, always got that sea breeze making things a little bit cooler. And you can see these green areas are a lot more humid than more inland. For our dew points, you can see they're pretty close to our temperatures, so it's pretty muggy outside. I know I was walking around campus today, sweating a lot. It was very uncomfortable, had to go home and change, but you know, that's just what it's like this time of year. You know, when it gets warmer so rapidly. Over the region, we can see in the ocean, there's a lot of storms, and we had this front push through, and we're going to start to see those storms push up into the Big Bend region and the Panhandle, bringing us some storms tomorrow and Saturday. Locally, though, we don't have any storms right now. We'll be okay. Perhaps overnight, we might see a little bit of a storm right there. But, you know, as for now, we're okay. But tonight, we're gonna, oh, look at that lightning over there. Again today, not any risk for storms really, but then as you go into tomorrow, that's when we see our marginal risk for storms. So, make sure you carry your umbrella with you tomorrow. I know I had a disaster 2 weeks ago when there was raining on a Wednesday. We had tornado alerts. It was kind of crazy. My backpack got wet. Everything was soaked. I'm learning from my mistakes. So again, make sure you carry that umbrella with you. Looking at our forecast, futurecast, we see Friday, that's when we're going to have lots of wind, and then we're seeing all that rain. Temperatures are going to dip a little bit, but, again, rain, clouds everywhere. Heading into Saturday AM, that's when we see more severe storms. Temperatures are going to dip a little bit more, but then we see our winds switch direction, and they're actually moving towards the south, which is very interesting of a, more of an anomaly a little bit. And then as we move into Saturday PM, things are going to clear out just a little bit, but we'll still have lots of clouds and precipitation. Again, with another dip in temperatures here in Tallahassee, we'll reach 57 and then 55 over in Bainbridge. So seeing upper 50s and 60s for this weekend. For our rainfall forecast, again, we're seeing up to as much as 2.7 inches here in Tallahassee. Monticello is really going to be soaked and drenched. 5.2 inches of rain, so mostly above 2 inches and more throughout this weekend. It's going to be raining tomorrow, so make sure you walk your dog at a great time. And then this is what we're looking like tomorrow. And this is a look at our week ahead, but this was Tallahassee. Genevieve, what about the rest of Florida?
Florida, yeah, Priscilla. So you did mention that rain is to come, and that rain is not only coming in our beautiful city of Tallahassee, but it's going down south as well with just some scattered showers. We'll get into that in just a second. First, let's look at our beautiful weather stem cameras across the beautiful Sunshine State. Sunshine is shining, I will say. Miami, you're getting some clouds. Gville, ooh, you're getting clouds. Just kidding. It's a beautiful day. We're into the 70s across the state, which is pretty nice, though. What is it? Is it spring? No. Puxatawny Phil, exactly a week. Yes, I'm outing Puxatawny Phil. Exactly a week from today announced that we would have 6 more weeks of winter, and it is 70 degrees, Phil. What is this? Let's see that radar that Phil does not predict. If only he knew. But the rain is coming, and we see that high pressure and this front that is going to come across the southeast and bring, like Ariana and I mentioned on the desk, some snow into the upper parts of the southeast. Going further down south, we'll see into South Florida, Miami. You're looking pretty okay for now, which is, normally there's some storms in the later evening, but Southwest Florida, Fort Myers, please carry an umbrella because you are seeing some showers. And then almost like in a direct line, we're seeing showers persist through Central Florida, going to Daytona Beach, home of Embry-Riddle, Owen O'Regan, our beautiful producer, Evan O'Regan's brother. It's National Owen Day, actually. I must have to say that. We love the O'Regans. Great producer. And boom, we'll see that rain all in the Gulf coming our way. But for now, in Tallahassee, keep an umbrella because we can't rule it out, though right now it's not raining. The conditions, the temperatures right now are pretty decent, and they are going to get much warmer as we go down the state, but overall pretty nice. And with that front that I was mentioning, we have the higher dew points, the more moisture ahead of the front and the drier air behind the front. We look at that rain again. We see Friday at 3 a.m., it's touching us just barely, and then boom, there it goes. Saturday at 2 a.m., I really hope you're sleeping because we are getting quite a lot of rain. Boom. I mean, wow, look at that rain. Evan is just incredible at graphics, isn't he? 2.7 around inches in Tallahassee. You see that red and that purple, bringing quite a bit of rain. Rain will stay away from Miami as it stays mostly up in the northern part. That rain is coming to Tampa on Saturday. So Gasparilla was a thing of the future, of the past, but you'll be good for this weekend. Orlando, some rain as well coming, and then we'll see those temperatures go right on down as we go through Jacksonville and Pensacola, making for a really nice weekend. But Ariana Whittick, the southeast, what's so special that's coming into the southeast?
I don't want to foreshadow it too much and talk about the snow possibility.
Ooh, the snow.
But you know, that is on our minds here at FSU Weather. As we do take a glimpse around the southeast, you can see those clouds are working into Atlanta where they're actually going to experience some rain over the next couple days. The only one on this picture with some real sunshine in the sky is Tampa right about now. So as we look at our current conditions across the southeast, we're going to see those temperatures in the 70s, upper 70s down as we go down the peninsula, and a little bit cooler behind the front that is going to come through and lower those temperatures, but also increase those rain chances. So a game that we like to play here on FSU Weather is Spot the Cold Front. And you know what? I can spot it pretty well right across the southeast right there. You can see it. You can see Nashville, the dew point's at 40, but ahead of the front, it's 63 in Tallahassee. So there is the cold front on this map. You can see it stretching through Alabama right now, bringing some showers into the Atlanta area, and off the coast into the Gulf of Mexico, we're seeing those rain showers there as well. But behind it is a high pressure, so some nicer conditions, but that'll change here over the next couple of days. And by meaning that, I mean for today, we can see that we do have a marginal risk for severe weather, especially for the Florida Panhandle and into southeast portions of Alabama and into parts of Georgia. So we can expect that to continue as we head into tomorrow. Moving a little bit farther east, though, you can see Tallahassee is still in that area. Parts of southeast Georgia now and into parts of South Carolina are getting in on that marginal risk for severe weather. So if you are in those areas, make sure you have your alerts turned on for the possibility of some heavy rain, some stronger gusts of wind over the next couple of days. And with that, we can see the flood potential in the area. You can see it across the Florida Panhandle with a marginal risk, and into parts of Dothan, just right across the border into Alabama, are going to see some heavy rainfall coming into the area, especially not maybe now, but overnight. Into those overnight hours is when we're going to see that rain start to come down. That flood potential does spread farther to the east and north into parts of Georgia, taking over that marginal risk there. So if you are in those areas, please be on the lookout. So in terms of our future radar, you can see that cold front is going to bring some rain showers here to the Tallahassee, Big Bend area and into parts of southwest Georgia. And it's going to transition over, and you can see it's kind of getting a wonky little shape right now with some more rain in the Florida Panhandle as we head into our Saturday. But what's going to happen is a low is going to develop, and you see those purples and pinks, that's actually snow for parts of northern Georgia, South Carolina, and into Tennessee. So very cold, be on the lookout for that. In terms of rain, we're going to see those rainfall totals start to increase here over the next couple days. Tallahassee 2.71 inches and Charleston 3.31 inches. But for tonight's forecast, we can see those temperatures are a little bit more mild as we head down the Florida Peninsula, a little bit cooler in Nashville with temperatures at 39. Tomorrow's forecast, though, highs are in the 50s behind the front, very warm down into South Florida. So Priscilla, I saw the snow on the map. Did you see the snow on the map?
I definitely saw the snow on the map, but we're going to look at a couple more maps and see, you know, what exactly we've got going on. So we've got the U.S. model GFS. It's showing us here Saturday overnight. That's when we're going to start to see the rain, at least here in Florida, throughout parts of Georgia and South Carolina. But then as you move further into the weekend, Sunday 4 p.m., boom, that's when we see all that snow that we've been talking about. So, you know, in this model, we're seeing more of the snow around Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, but it's a little more compact. However, looking at the Euro model, again, we see all that rain Saturday in the AM, and then moving into Sunday, that's when we see a lot of that snow and mixed conditions, a lot more centralized, but leaning more over towards Tennessee and the western parts of Virginia. And you know, the reason why we've got that these snow in the southeast is because we have cold air. We have an upper level low. That's what Genevieve mentioned earlier. So there's a lot of cold air higher in the atmosphere, and we've got that low system, and it's just pushing up. So the temperature is going to be colder in the northern parts of the southeast, and that's why we're going to have that snow. So for our snow forecast, Saturday, not seeing any rain. Sunday, boom, 9 p.m. That's where we're going to see up to 20 inches of rain in Waynesville. That is a lot more than I thought there was going to be. That is a lot of snow be careful, please. 10 inches, Valleytown, 3 in Knoxville. It's going to be pretty serious. Again, this is our U.S. Model showing lesser inches of rain. Snow, but generally they are in agreement. So this is what our elevation map is looking like. Again, in these mountainous regions, that's where we're going to see the highest amounts of snow. So, Genevieve, what are we looking like? I know we're snowing in the southeast, but what about the Midwest?
Yeah, going further a little bit up north, Priscilla, the Midwest is looking quite snowy as well. I know into the upper southeast haven't gotten that snow that we saw in that beautiful graphic with the mountains just yet, but we do have those storm reports already occurring into the Midwest. I mean, look at it going all the way through Waterloo, Quincy, getting close to Omaha, Nebraska. We're really spanning out amongst a really large portion of the Midwest. We'll see that snowfall totals. Oh, the graphics just, peeking in and out. They do that sometimes. Oh, there we go, there we go. Madison, Wisconsin, you're getting over 4 inches. I mean, compared to the 20 that Priscilla just mentioned and was shocked at, I am too shocked at. I didn't know it would get to be that much. But absolutely something to watch out for. That winter storm warning and advisories going on into Milwaukee, spanning up just barely south of Green Bay. So please get off the roads if you can. Please, we say turn around, don't drown for floods, but I would recommend that for those in the snow and the winter weather as well. The active alerts, we have the high wind warning. So, just a little bit to the east of the Windy City. It is pretty windy. I mean, I think it's kind of funny that they're not getting that, but wind advisory is still going on, and that will be in effect until just 30 minutes after the show ends. So please stay inside, I would suggest, for the night, as that snow comes pummeling through, especially up into the northern mitt of Michigan. I know we love talking about it like it's a glove, but really there's a lot of rain going through majority of the state and some mixed precip going through the northern part. So please stay inside and be careful as best as you can. Do some homework, possibly. Get some work done. It's the best time. Hot chocolate, maybe. Chicago, when you're going along the water, now is not a boat day. I'm sure there are some marine advisories issued out, but we'll see that system go further up north into Canada. Oh, look at that snow falling down. Wasn't that great? Evan just works so good. Traverse City, snowfall still to come on Friday. You're seeing over 4 inches of snow. I mean, that's quite a lot. And all across the map, you're seeing into Sheboygan. We love Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and for them to be getting just barely south of 4 inches of rain is really not ideal. But this week is Severe Weather Awareness Week. So, Ariana, Priscilla, what is today? What are we talking about?
Today we are talking about hurricanes. So, Ariana, what hurricanes have you been through?
I've been through quite a lot. I've lived in Florida my whole life, so I've experienced Ivan, Ian this year, just some notable ones. Hurricane Michael was a big one. How about you?
I had Michael, Irma, Dorian, definitely got lots of school off for that. But again, hurricanes are pretty serious. You really want to be careful. Hurricane season runs from June 1st to November 30th, but we can see storms develop earlier or later. I know the other day I saw a storm developing by Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
It's February right now.
Oh, yeah. Be on the lookout for that. And most of the hurricanes that do take place or that do make landfall in the U.S. make landfall in Florida. That's a little fun fact.
Yeah. Florida is definitely prone to those tropical systems. We've had 145 hurricanes impact our state since 1851.
That is a lot, and have left some devastating consequences in return of that with some of them.
Oh, for sure. Definitely lots of damage, possibly lives lost. It's a very serious thing to think about. So, what are some risks with hurricanes and flooding?
So some of the risks are tornadoes, especially in that right front quadrant of hurricanes. You could get possibility of flooding and storm surge.
Oh yeah, and that can definitely, block the roads. So you just want to make sure you have a way to receive your weather alerts, whether on your phone, make sure you have a backup charger, TV, weather radio, keep those communication lines open.
Yeah, and I know that we don't necessarily think about this as college students, but make sure you have flood insurance for your homes, because water can cause damage, folks, and it can be very devastating.
Oh yeah, for sure. And if you live in an apartment, renter's insurance is a great thing to consider. So for this awareness week, you want to make sure you have a disaster preparedness plan, not only a plan for your family, but for your business and anyone you might know with special needs.
Yeah, have those evacuation routes already in place, especially if you do live anywhere near the coast, so that you don't get in one of those traffic jams trying to exit the state.
Oh yeah, for sure. And again, like we said with insurance, you know, you want to not only make sure you have it, but also that it's up to date so that you can be safe when the time does come.
That is right, and we want to give a big thank you to the state of Florida for having these severe weather awareness weeks. But as for right now, we are going to pass it off to Genevieve once again for those spring-like northeast conditions, because I hear it's pretty hot up there.
It is pretty hot. Ariana, Priscilla, I like this game of tag we're kind of playing where it's just passing the hacky sack to one another back and forth. Yeah, spring-like conditions. I know I was kind of coming for just an innocent groundhog, Puxatawny Phil, earlier, but I feel like it is necessary when he predicted 6 more weeks of winter, and it is 71. I mean, South Bend, Indiana, 38. That's reasonable. Phil, I give you some leeway, but I mean, New York City, 50 degrees. I do believe that that is setting a record for today. I believe that the high record for New York City was 43, so 70 degrees above normal. You might want to check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So Phil, do better next time. But we'll see that snow going up into Canada that I was really stressing, up into Michigan and the Midwest. That really not ideal conditions. But that snow will come into the northern part of the Northeast as we see that rain come in. Let's zoom right on in. Let's get a closer look. We'll see Burlington, Vermont. You're seeing quite a bit of rain right now, actually, and that rain is passing right on through just north of Boston as well. So keep that umbrella. Please try and stay inside if you can. Stay in the library if you're at BU, possibly, if you're at Northeastern, and like in the Midwest earlier, if you're at Northwestern, I would advise staying inside. That snow is going to roll out, and by Friday at 3 p.m., you should be good for a really nice, relaxing evening after a long, stressful week. My week has been pretty good, pretty easy, so it hasn't been that bad, but I'm sure if you're up in those northern schools, it can get a little challenging. But that precip is going to persist into Friday, where we'll get up into 8 inches in Bangor, Maine, Caribou. Wow. Woo! I'm sorry, the graphics are really shocking me today. I think they're just so good. But tomorrow's forecast, those temperatures, Richmond, Virginia, 67 degrees, making for a really nice and comfortable day. Not necessarily February conditions, but the reason that we're seeing all that, these are some anomalies. Don't think this is normal. We are in winter, but guess what? The red that you're seeing, plus 18 degrees for our normal high in Richmond, Virginia. That's definitely not ideal. Priscilla, so sorry. The lifestyle, Tallahassee, it's pretty nice conditions, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty nice, but also, again, it's pretty cloudy. We see all that humidity. I'm so sorry. Moving into this weekend, so we've got these clouds developing. It's nighttime already, so we see all the lights in the Sportsplex. If you're heading out tonight, though, you want to make sure to, get home early if you can. Maybe tonight's really not the best night to go out because it will be raining overnight, as we have seen earlier. Temperatures will be cool, though, so, if you've got late night studying, make sure you wrap it up early. I know I have exams tomorrow, so, if you're going to be stuck in the library, definitely think about wrapping it up early if you can. For the res tomorrow, just don't go. Save yourself the trouble. Respectfully, please don't go. There's going to be winds. It could be a good day to sail if it wasn't raining and thundering and lightning, because there's going to be thunderstorms, 73 degrees. Sorry to break it to you. Softball doubleheader tomorrow. They're probably going to have some trouble with getting the games on time. It's probably going to, unfortunately, have to be postponed. We see 90% of chance of thunderstorms at 2 p.m., while the first game versus Longwood starts at 2:30, and then the next game versus Lipscomb starts at 4:45. Still very high chances of rain. Moderate temperatures, though, and these games will be at home. So, if you really are making a good effort to go support our Lady Knowles, unfortunately, it's definitely going to rain. Men's basketball Saturday, indoor game, so that's kind of nice that they have that indoor experience because it will be 100% chance of rain at 2 p.m. Games at noon, so there's going to be 90% chance. Again, we see those cooler temperatures as we go through the weekend, so the game is on Saturday. Again, but the baseball is having a fan day on Saturday here at home. Garnet versus Gold, they're having a scrimmage, and then you can get autographs. So it's going to be raining though, so that is quite unfortunate. Again, softball doubleheader on Saturday. Rain, rain, rain. Super Bowl on Sunday. Check that out. But here's your weekend forecast again. Like we've said, lots of rain for sure. But Ariana, what is looking like for the rest of Tallahassee?
Right now in Tallahassee, it's starting to cloud up as we're going to see that rain start to work into the area overnight. So you can see cloudy skies across Doak Campbell Stadium right now. We do have a southerly breeze at 8 miles per hour, so it's bringing in that humid, watery moisture into our area ahead of that cold front. Temperatures though, 71 degrees. So if you are a fan of the temperatures in the 70s, it's your night. Across the area, though, we can see temperatures in the 70s, a little bit cooler down near the coast in Apalachicola and St. Mark's, dipping down into the 70s. But overall, comfortable conditions if we are walking outside, as there is some breeze to help cool it off and not make it feel as muggy as it could. But right now, as we look at our local radar, we can see rain is starting to work its way into the picture, and that rain is, as a matter of fact, going to work into the Big Bend area of Florida. So have your umbrellas ready because tomorrow is going to be raining as well as tonight. So our futurecast is going to show us when that rain is going to work into the area. We can see by Friday the screen is almost covered in green as that rain is really working through the area. But tonight in Tallahassee, we're going to see some thunderstorms. So if you are outside and you do find yourself outside, make sure you're just safe away from that lightning and thunder. But as we look at our 7-day, we can see the rain is going to be sticking around for the first half of the weekend, but sunny skies should follow on Monday. I'm going to send it over to the desk right now for Priscilla and Genevieve to close out the show.
Yeah, Ariana, rain, right, Priscilla?
Rain, rain, rain.
Rain, rain,
hot.
rain.
Rain, hot.
Umbrellas.
Snow up to our friends to the north.
Yes, absolutely. Into the northern part of the southeast, in the Carolinas. I mean, it is winter, but we are feeling a little spring-like due to who predicted wrong, Priscilla?
Punxsutawney Phil, not our friend.
Punxsutawney
I'm sorry,
Phil.
he's not our friend. He can't be our friend.
He is not our friend,
No.
but yeah, rain to come. You want to make sure you have a good umbrella. Take your plans inside. Maybe cook at home if you can. Hang out with your friends. That would be pretty nice. But yeah, going outside is not ideal. The res, definitely not ideal.
Pass this weekend.
I would not advise you to go to the res. Thursday is a big night around town. People like to go out and try to keep themselves busy. But follow us on Twitter and Facebook at FSU Weather.
Oh yeah, of course. And you're probably watching us live on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe at FSU Weather. Hit that notification bell.
Oh, absolutely. And Instagram as well, FSU Weather. We've been quite busy on that. And guess what? TikTok, every Gen Z's favorite form of social media, not Snapchat, TikTok, we're on it at FSU Weather.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So those are some killer videos you definitely need to tune into.
Yeah, check us out. It's a great platform. We've got some cool videos for sure. But, now Ariana's going to give us one last look at the 7-day.
That is right. So make sure you have those umbrellas ready as we head into the weekend. And Sunday is the Super Bowl. Nice conditions for those sticking around, ready to watch. This is student meteorologist Ariana Whittick. Have a great evening.